back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Object 261. It's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG, but this one has a Ukraine flag on it, yes! It's under the command of Captain Ashstorm, and he's on the north spawn of Erlenberg. Battle's about to start. Okay, game underway. Well, there's two Object 261s on this team, and Captain Ashstorm's going off to the west side of the map. I played this last night, my Object 261. I had a moment of weakness and decided to play the game after all. And yes, because I haven't been playing for about 5 months or so. Yes, that long. So yes, it was a bit of a moment of weakness, you could say. And I had some good games last night. Yes, I got 5 out of 5. Every game I played, I won. Rounds out. Oh, 279 just took a hit. But it was a splash hit for 290. He's changing position just a little bit. You don't need to change a lot. Just enough to throw the enemy off. Oh, he's getting loads of stun assist though. That 279 just took a big hit. Look at this. 2 enemy tanks together, a Hesh bomb and a Gorilla 15. Oh, he hit the Gorilla 15. And he splatted the Hesh bomb as well. 271 off him. The Gorilla probably took a penetrating shot because they've got virtually no armor. And a 261 will easily go through their armor, no problem whatsoever. So I suspect that that guy is really hurting right now. Tank destroyers with no armor make easy prey for Arty because, of course, it's so easy to get a pen shot. As I was saying to somebody else while I was playing last night on the M53, M55, I saw an SU-130PM suddenly came into view. Oh, he's found the enemy Arty. And I hit the SU-130PM and I got a pen shot straight away for 1100 hit points. So he was wiped out of the game with 1 shot. And I don't think he would have been too happy about that. But then again, he did make a big mistake. He got spotted. And if you get spotted, you're going to get hit. So the thing is, to any tank player out there, is to say, don't get spotted, you won't get hit. Heshpon. Rounds out. Well, I must criticise him for not letting us see the hit, but he did hit the Hesh bomb, and he got some stun assist off it as well. I'm going to have to take control of the camera when he shoots now. Oh, you can see he hit the top of the roof of the cabin, which is, of course, a weak spot, but it doesn't look as if it actually penned him on that occasion. Well, he fired another one in, and this time round I held the camera so we can see exactly what he did. He didn't hit something, but I think he's probably stunned that Hesh bomb. We're 2 up on the enemy at the moment. Okay, he's looking for his next target. Rhino Sorrente. They are vulnerable to RC, funnily enough. Rounds out. Oh, another direct hit. 142. But he definitely hit him. Remember, that's the tank with no crew in the turret. It's all in the vehicle. But the top armor on the vehicle is very weak, which makes it much more vulnerable to an Arty strike. Okay, he's looking back. There's the Arty again. We saw the tracer originate. He's in those bushes, but in the tree line. But we've got no sight of him at the moment. What we really need to see is the Hesh bomb that's in that corner. You can see that the standard reload for this Arty is 30.68, and oh, I missed it there. He got the Viz 55 for 236, and he changed position again. Now you only get 20 rounds of ammunition with the Object 261, so you have to make as best use of them as you can, because you'll probably run out of ammo if you don't. Okay, he's looking in this corner here. Changes his aim, going for the Viz 55 again. Rounds out. Another hit. 272 this time. You can actually hear that one hit the hull. Always like that when you get a sizzle when the round hits the hull. In fact, if you haven't seen pictures of Arty or Arty shells that have hit tanks, you can see the whole of the outside of the tank is speckled with the little bits of explosive that dropped away from the shell and spattered the shell. It breaks up the armour, the shockwave. He fires another one in. Oh, he got a hit! Another direct hit! This is going to be very expensive for the enemy, because although Captain Ashtorm's only got 1,568 at the moment, he's racking up a lot of unspotted hits on the enemy. And I think it might have been the Type 5 that took the round the last time. He's aiming for the Type 5. And yeah, he did hit him. But he hit the hard armor, which obviously meant that there was less damage. But he stunned them as well. And stunning enemies means he's picked up 705 hit points as stun assist. The more you stun enemy tanks that are in sight of your teammates, the more likely you're going to get a high ranking on the game. Now he spotted this 2684 sitting at the back, and it looks like it landed close to him but not on him. He's changing his aim very, very quickly because he's looking around for the best target. Sometimes you see so many different targets, you don't know which one to go for. And then suddenly something just presents itself to you and you think, yeah, that's got to be the one. He's going to go for the 268. If he's not killed, he was killed. So the CS63's got him. There's only 3 enemies left. He's going for the M60, rounds out. Long flight. And he hits him. He got a direct hit. He stunned him. He's taking damage, which means Captain Ashtorm's getting stun assist. Massive stun assist, and that's another kill. So there's only 2 tanks left now. The AMX M454 and the other one, I think, was it the Viz 55? We can actually have a look at that. Yes, it was the Viz 55, and he's just hit the AMX M454 with a direct hit. But he was very close to our teammate at the same time, and he actually accidentally did splash his teammate, so he won't be getting a high caliber. And there goes the Viz 55, and that is the end of the game. Very quick game, a lot of fun. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first class tank for Captain Ashtorm in the Object 261. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8 in total. And he also got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. In fact, every tank he touched got taken out by our teammates. The unfortunate thing is that Captain Ashtorm didn't get a kill, but that helped him to get the Confederate. His win rate from that battle, 2,687, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the... by the way, that one is one of his own team. Yes, he did splash the Cranvarn accidentally. That does happen on occasion. But let's have a look at the end of battle stats, and we can see on the team that when it came to damage, he got the 3rd highest on his team, but not the 3rd highest overall. It was the 4th highest, because the Viz 55 on the enemy team managed to get a high caliber for 6,006 hit points. So he was very active, that guy. The 2nd highest damage went to the Gorilla 15 with 4,064. The 3rd highest damage went to the T110E4 with 3,596. And the 4th highest damage went to Captain Ashtorm with 3,486. The T100 LT got a Scout, and the Object 705A got a Spartan. When it came to kills, it was Gorilla 15 did the best. He got 1/3 of the enemy team. He killed 5. 2 kills went to the E4, the T100 LT, the CS63, and only 1 tank on the enemy team managed to get 2 kills, and that was the Viz 55. And when it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the T100 LT did a lot of spotting, so he got 1,093. In fact, 4,218 hit points of spotting assist, so he was very useful for all of us in that game. And of course, he did spot at least 9 enemy vehicles. In fact, he spotted 11 the first spots on a lot, so he was taking a lot of risks to go out there and find out where the enemy was. And he did survive the battle, so it was worthwhile for him. The second highest damage was the Gorilla 15, or second highest base XP, 933. And Captain Ashlawn picked up the third highest base XP with 892. He fired 13 rounds, so he still had 7 rounds left at the end of the game. He got 10 direct hits on the enemy and 0 penetrations. That was unfortunate because he did fire at that gorilla, you remember, and got a direct hit on him. And he also got a direct hit on the Heshbon. But sadly, there wasn't a kill. There wasn't a penetrating shot. The gorilla, he must have hit the front of the vehicle, or rather the actual hull, but it didn't pen. Look at that, 343. That's all he got. And the Heshbon, when he hit him 3 times, he stunned him, and he hit him on the tracks, and 792 hit points. And one of those shots actually did hit the cabin of the Heshbon, which is notoriously thin. But sadly, for some reason, it didn't go through. It's almost unbelievable because it's very thin metal indeed. It should have just penetrated straight away first time. But anyway, he actually made 3,486 hit points of damage, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He did get 16 splashes on the enemy as well. So 13 shots, 16 splashes. He was hitting some tanks, or more than one tank at a time. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, none were killed, 4,336 hit points of stun assist off 14 stuns, and that really helped him to get the first class, but it wasn't quite enough to get the ace tanker. He earned 80,954 credits for the game, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, he still took away a profit of 34,934 credits. He got 7 bonds because this was tier 10, 1,338 XP times 4 for the first victory, took away 5,352 experience points altogether. He says on rare occasion, Arty is still playable. Well, I can attest to that because, as I said earlier yesterday, for the first time in 5 months, I actually did play Arty. I played 5 games. I played the Object 261, the 212A, the M53, M55, the M40, M43, and finished it off with a game in the Conqueror gun carriage, and I won every game, and my average win rate was 1800. So I did have a couple of games where I scored very highly indeed. In fact, I did get ace tankers on a couple of the games, but on the others I didn't get as much, mainly because the rest of my teammates were just too good. They were way too good for me, and they were killing the enemy tanks even before I could get a shot in on them, so I was having to select a new target. And on one occasion, unfortunately, the enemy team was so frustrated, one of the last remaining enemy vehicle started hunting me because he could see the shots were hitting his teammates, and he didn't want the Arty to be there, so he actually came looking for me instead. And unfortunately, I didn't see him coming because I was in amongst the trees, and he got me. But there you go. You do have good games in Arty sometimes. I still love Arty. I think it's absolutely fabulous. It's more of an art than a skill. You actually do you can put shots in that can win battles, literally. You can turn the tide of a battle with one round in the right place at the right time. And so that's why What Arty Noobs exists, so people can exchange information, show games that they've played, so people can learn from it. And you can learn from these videos. I know we haven't set any educational videos up, but some of the members have. And it's worth going to their YouTube channels to actually find out about Arty. I wish I could actually get the time to actually put together some videos to explain how to play it. But most of the videos that I show, I try and showcase the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do, so that people can learn by watching videos by the people, the members, like Captain Ashstorm here, where he's actually performed exceptionally well and still come out of the battle without a kill, but very, very high scores indeed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.